All right. 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Right.
I'd like to start this thing off by saying, where you been? We've missed you.
Yeah, guys. What the heck?
I do want to say peace and blessings to all the kings and queens who do watch us and have been asking about the status of the show.
Yes.
But so we've been on a bit of a hiatus it's been about a month now. And it's mostly just due to life.
Yep.
You've been stressed. I've been going through some things and trying to be a man, be a man. So a plethora of things have been going on in my life, and I've been dealing with depression, guys.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to come in here and try to record the show when I'm not feeling like the energy's got to be organic. I don't ever want to come in here in a terrible mood and be forcing myself to try to do the show.
I think that everybody can agree that we are very sincere on our episodes.
Like
it's organic, it's natural.
Yeah,
it wouldn't feel right if we were in here faking.
Like really just devastated and trying to make jokes, and it just wouldn't flow the same. But one of the things I will speak about that happened that really just devastated me, my little sister, Jaleesa Davis. I love you, Jaleesa, if you watch it. You know I love you. She says she watches every episode.
Yeah, shout out to Jaleesa.
My baby sister. A couple of weeks ago, she was shot 3 times. Yeah. And, I was already in a bad headspace before that time. But then I heard about that, and it was just
we should add that she is okay.
She survived. She's doing okay. But just when I heard because it was wild because I woke up to a bunch of missed calls. And, I'm trying to return them, and lines are busy and stuff.
And I know I woke up to your text, and you just all you did is text me and said, "Bro, my sister got shot."
Yeah.
And I called you right away, and I was like, "Damn." I will say, one shout out to fucking soldier and survivor.
Absolutely.
But she posted a Facebook status a few days later and talk about silver lining, making light of a dire situation.
She said, and my sister said, and I quote, my fupa really saved me, which I thought that was hilarious and really just accurate example of her personality. Like she's just as ridiculous as I am. But I think for me, talking to her shortly after it happened, I know she kind of broke down. It was. And the crazy thing is, none of the bullets were meant for her. And she ain't nothing illicit.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Not into the street life or none of that. But she got hit. But yeah, she kind of broke down, just thinking I really just got shot. Understandable too. But I think the thing for me that has made it somewhat easier being so far away from her and all my loved ones is the fact of how she's handling it. Just kind of making jokes about it and just handling it as well as somebody possibly can. Because I feel like if that happens to a person, most people, it's going to change you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's going to change you, whether it be for the better or you just become a wild person. But she's just these things happen. And it's crazy to think, she's not the only person I know who's been shot. It's terrible. But yeah, so that really devastated me. And then just, I've been dealing with confidence issues too, man. Just feeling like at my job, it might be time to move on. I'm just feeling like I can't do the job as well as I once could, Yeah. And then on top of that, my body's just, I'm always in pain and stuff, so. But yeah, so what has been going on with you?
Well, I will say so.
I know you didn't do the podcast because you can't do it without me because I am the star.
I was concerned about doing it solo because I didn't want it to take off and then you oh, can I be back on it? And we have to tell you no, I don't want you back on it because you obviously were what was holding me back.
No, actually, if you try to upload an episode without me, YouTube won't allow it. They'll be like, no.
Specifically?
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah, so you have an in.
It will get flagged. It would get flagged
name one person who works there.
It's just you. Hubert Tubeson.
You got me. Hubert Tubson.
No, but I know you've been dealing with life. You actually had some good things happening too, though, in life. I do know.
Yeah.
that.
So mine has been a, I would say, delicately balanced. I don't know, like a trapeze act that I've done. Yeah. Tightrope walk. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah,
Tightrope.
So on my end, work continues to grow. Now that is a blessing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's
You can't deny that. The fact that my business continues to grow, a lot of great things have happened there, but coupled with that, it also was super overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like I'm working all the time. I'm doing events all the time. I'm having. I just recently, and this was kind of, again, impromptu. It happened pretty quickly. I signed another contract with the school district, so I added that to my plate. I've hired 3 new staff in the past week. Yeah, man, it's so good things there, but I'm also, it's like a lot of weight on my shoulders, man. I feel tired all the time.
I get that.
And then,
I get that, and your shoulders are pretty scrawny. So
yeah, and it's, I'm a lot tougher than you are, but that's fine. Beat you in an arm wrestling contest.
Continue.
But so just, that's exhausting in itself. And then so even for instance, like with the podcast, then we'd plan to record, and just both Jay and I being in 2 different headspaces, what consistently kept happening is he would reschedule or I would reschedule, and then when we kind of communicated more, we came to the conclusion that we were both kind of like relieved when we'd reschedule, because both of us were so like, oh shit, wouldn't have been a good day. Exactly. And so that's kind of where, back to the whole sincerity of the podcast, because I don't want like you coming over me dreading doing an episode.
Exactly.
And it's not that I don't want to do the podcast, but I get to the point where I'm so overwhelmed that I want to do anything but have like obligations.
Yeah,
like I would like to just sit at home and chill. Yeah. So that happened, and then with that, obviously, we're all suffering through the pandemic and COVID and stuff. But I've witnessed recently firsthand through my work the tragedies of it, and I've had 2 of my participants' guardians who have passed away from COVID. Oh, gosh. So and like pretty sudden stuff. People that were I was pretty close to and knew really well. So to like see it firsthand and have some experiences, because I'm generally one of the support systems for the people who are going through their loss. So to see that level of like tragedy and just how it shakes up your just comes in and shakes up your life. So that's been really emotionally taxing. So
I can only imagine, man. I've known, there's been some acquaintances of mine who have passed from COVID, and then I've just known people who've known people, but it's just, it hurts me to know that people still don't take it seriously, But
and that's where I'm
terrible.
At also, kind of sitting with that realization of to witness it firsthand and then go have conversation with people who are very ignorant and naive to it.
Oh, that's
it's just or even just like it's I've heard the people where with the whole commentary and dialogue that it's not that serious and it's not worse than the common, like the flu and things like that. And for instance, one of the people that I knew who passed, I had a meeting with this person on, I'd say, I had a meeting with them, and it was over the phone because they had COVID. You could tell they didn't feel good. They were like on the phone. I was like, "Ooh, you don't sound like you feel good." And they're like, "Oh no, this is terrible." They were found unresponsive at their house 3 days later and sent to the ICU and passed away like the next day. And I had a meeting. So I had a meeting with them literally 4 days prior to their passing. Wow. So that shook me, man. I was just on the phone with this person.
Understandably,
So and also. They were, a little more elderly, but like not by any means of, that this person, as long as they took care of themselves, at least had another 20 to 25 years of life left, like type of situation. And so, so that's just all of those things combined together. So, So, and I think so with this episode, kind of being back, this is us coming back to tell you guys that we are not done.
We're not done.
We at the very least promised ourselves 100 episodes.
One, no less.
So,
but things will happen where life gets in the way. You know, and like I said, man, this is something we do for fun. You know what's funny is I seen a meme that said, "Men don't heal from their traumas; they just get podcasts."
Yeah, well,
And at first I was like,
Ooh.
"That's messed up."
wait a
True.
minute.
That's true.
Hold on a second.
That's true.
So we're not done. We are
Not
going
by
to
a
be
long
back. We're kind of reconfiguring, reformulating. I think so. I will give a big shout out. Jay already mentioned this, but we had so many people reach out and be like, "Yo, where you at? Where you at?"
Where's the podcast?
And so it's cool to know that we have made enough of an impact that people were genuinely one. I had people who were like also concerned, like but also in the same vein, were like, "Dude, like." It was like, I love your show. Like,
Yeah.
where's it at?
Yeah, some people ask me. I've had a few different people ask me, but like, I don't know. Like their first thing was like, "Is there a rift between you guys?" I'm like, "No, this is my dude."
That's
but,
yes, yeah.
You know, we're just, you know, we're not really out. We're both dealing with stuff and not really in.
And we've stating we've like super close contact the entire time, checking on each other. For an example, not to like air anything out, but seeing firsthand one of my very, very, very good friends who I consider family go through depression has been very difficult on my end to witness, especially in parallel with the fact that, I mean, you can attest this. So on my end, I've reached out every time and be like, "Yo, you good, man? What can I do?" I've literally said stuff like, "Fuck the podcast, like, what's up? Like, let's get you taken care of."
Yeah, like the thing is too, man. One of the things I did learn about depression is like a lot of times it's like you feel lonely, but you don't want company.
Yeah, yep, 100%.
So like I appreciate you and other people who reached out to me knowing I was just having a tough time, but you know, it's just like I gotta talk about stuff when I'm ready. You know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I will say kudos to the fact that you can come on the podcast, which we know we have, you know, hundreds of viewers that you can come out here and say you're going through that shit because there's no shame in it.
Transparency, y'all.
And I think that's a big testament to it because I've been that guy and been on the other side of it now. But when I was hyper depressed and going through like my really deep existential, just kind of dove into the void, I had a lot of people similar reach out to me, and same thing. I would just kind of shut people out and just whatever. But then when I'm feeling better and I see somebody else and I reach out, I always have to remember, like, man, like you've been there, you know, you get it, man. Like it's easy to, and the best way you put it is you're lonely but you want to isolate.
Yeah,
like it's almost like this paradoxical thing that makes no sense, but. That's depression.
And another thing that don't help is the fact that it gets dark now at fucking 4:30.
Bro, dark and cold, bro. Dark, cold, and windy.
Man.
You know,
like
if depression had like 3 words to describe it, those are the 3. Like dark,
They're
cold, windy.
Very, very much appropriate for depression, depressing weather. Yeah. But like I said, man, We've also, like, we take this thing very serious. You know, obviously we have fun with it, but it's something we take serious. Like, there's been times where we've recorded full episodes and we're like, if we're both not happy,
if energy's not good, I say
I'd
say 4 to 5 episodes that never got dropped.
Yeah, because we just was like, nah.
We'd record them, Jay would leave, and that's where I'll say it's so almost uncanny how similar we are when it comes to like our experiences, our thoughts and all that. Yeah. Because generally I won't be feeling an episode after recording it and you'll hit me up or vice versa and be like, "Hey man, I don't really," and I'm like, "Oh, me too, bro." Like, "Oh no, it didn't feel good." You know, things like that. So
it's also why we never dropped episode 1A.
Yeah, 1A.
Bro, I go back
one day we might release it.
Yeah, maybe when we get a bunch more under our belt, but like I listened to it recently. I'm just like, man. You know, I've gotten used to seeing myself on camera, used to the sound of my voice. But that one just, it still makes me cringe. Like, there's some parts where we're hilarious on there, but it's just,
I mean, we're always hilarious.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's, like, no structure. We didn't figure out
our
topics or nothing. We were just talking, like, straight up talking.
Yeah.
So gotta have a structure.
So I would like to say, so this won't be a full ep. But the message, I want a message with this. What do you want to? Maybe like an interlude. I don't even know if we'll even consider this an episode.
This may not be actually an episode.
But for this interlude, I want the message to be one. Jay and I, when the prospect of a podcast was even like presented to us and the idea of it, we did it. We jumped on it. Okay, so we did it. We how many episodes in now? Like
33.
33 episodes in. Promised each other 100. We will get to that 100.
Absolutely.
Certainly will.
It's happening.
So the fact is that we had the idea. It was something we were both passionate about, interested in. We tried it, enjoyed it, stuck to it. And then with that, life happens.
Yeah.
We had, Jay's going through depression. I'm not as depressed, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, severe anxiety with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And we took a little break. And in that time, in that same month we've had, it'd be super easy just to let the podcast slip away into obscurity. Super easy. But
Very easy.
Here we are. So I think the message of this should be is one, if you love something, have passion for it, want to try it out, do it. Dive in. Make your first episode 1A that's trash that you're embarrassed about. Do it. And then if things don't work out, if life happens, like that's not like that don't mean that's not the bell. The bell didn't ring yet. Like you still got fight in you. So here we are.
Yeah. And if you can't be good at it.
What does that even what does that mean? If you can't be good at it?
Let's move forward.
Okay.
People who watch Martin growing up will know what that's from. They'll know that episode.
I'm sure that's most of our fan base.
Probably.
Actually, there's probably some. I know some people do them, though. Some. So
I
think,
in all seriousness, I don't know what's wrong with me. Why I had to say something goofy. I just feel like but you was being something serious
deflection, therapy
that
moment,
deflection. Yeah, you know what? That's probably
100%. Yeah.
Maybe what you were saying was hitting me in the feels, and I'm like, no, hilarity, stupid,
Let's say something silly.
Goofy.
But I just think, man, it's just we are back. We have a plan of action going forward,
we do.
And I will say that one, like, homie to homie, like, I will continue to always have your back tenfold, 100%, man, bro. That's my guy right there, always and forever. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man. I can admit when I'm going through it, having a hard time. But no, I do appreciate you, man, dearly. And like I said, we're back in the saddle. We're gonna keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. So, to get on a more serious note, it was fucking real serious, the whole thing. To get on a...
That was very serious. Like, how much more serious
can you get?
Like,
Well, we were talking about like mental health, depression. It's like, on a serious note, on a serious note, squirrels are stealing.
Aside from the mental health bullshit, on a serious note.
Yeah, no. So, but on a podcast level, going forward, to our fans who are checking it out, right now is the best time, especially after a 6-week hiatus.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a while.
Crowd engagement and interaction.
Yes.
So please share, comment. What I want you to do on this one is, for anybody who has been a fan for however long, if you've been a fan from Ep 1, if you've been a fan from 2-3 episodes ago, ever since video episodes started, drop in the comments what you think of the formula we've previously been running, if we should run with it, or if you have any other ideas of how we can...
you might like to see us
how
try
we can modify things.
Talk about...
Yeah, subject. If you have an idea for like a topic every episode, like a segment.
Feel free,
Like the Would You Rather
we could do
segments.
we could do a segment where, a listener wanted to hear this or whatever. Also, I had a conversation with somebody about the podcast not too long ago, probably 2 weeks ago. And she was telling me, she was basically binge watching them. I'm like, that's dope. But she would bring up something from episode 16.
Yeah.
Like, oh, when you said this, what's this about? I'm like, I don't even remember.
Felicia.
I don't remember what I said. I don't remember.
Felicia recently went through and binge watched a bunch, and I was with her. I wasn't listening with her, but I'd walk in the room while it was playing, and it would be stuff we were talking about that I'm like, bro, we've recorded so much, don't even remember that. Because you guys got to keep in mind, at first we started with hour episodes, and then went to half an hour, which never was half an hour generally. It was like 45 minutes.
41.
And then 33 episodes in, that's a lot of content.
Yes,
that's
it
a
is.
lot of talking.
Yes, it is.
So,
But
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, interact with us if you missed us. If you tell us you missed us, it's good for my mental health.
every shared Jay gets less depressed.
That is, but yeah, that we'll go with that. Yeah,
One share equals one less depression.
Well, that's depression.
One share is one. If you share this today,
Every share is one smile from Jay.
we'll do like those religious chain letters where it's like and share this if you love Jay, ignore it if you hate him.
If you hate him and want him to burn in hell. Oh gosh, man, we are absurd individuals.
All right, so we'll conclude that little interlude. I'm not even going to consider this an episode.
Not necessarily episode.
So that's a little interlude. The message being YoH is back.
Yes,
we are back in action.
And we love you.
And yep, so like, share, comment. Biggest thing though, comment.
My hands ashy. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They look great, man. They look
Appreciate
wonderful.
that. Here's the thing: you ain't gonna see me on camera with no ashy lips, no dry hands. I'm well
Bro,
moisturized.
I'm gonna put a pin in that thought because I thought of a really funny like scenario the other day. Like when I was getting ready for work the other day, and I'm gonna put a pin in that because it's gonna be in the same vein of things like that. So
Perfect.
So YoH is back.
We're back.
West Coast, check it out. What's
Tell
good?
Everybody that we're back.
My name is Jay Davis. I
Okay,
move like
stop.
a freight
No, we're not fucking doing. Man, shut it down.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.